and welcome to the Webcast for Sunday, October 5th. I'm South Ops meteorologist Jonathan O'Brien. Visible satellite this morning shows mostly clear skies with a shallow and disorganized marine layer following the drying trend and northerly flow that we had yesterday. Just about everywhere we'll be seeing plenty of sunshine today. And it's going to set the stage for another really nice fall day. This is a classic California air mass with cool mornings, mild afternoons, and just not a whole lot of weather to talk about. We'll see highs in the valleys and high desert in the upper 70s to mid 80s, the low desert around 90, and the lower mountains in the upper 60s to low 70s. Minimum humidity will be mainly between 20 and 40% today away from the marine influence, with some teens in the deserts. And winds are going to be very light overall today, with gusts mostly below 20 miles per hour, even in the usual windier spots. This nice weather is coming thanks to some weak, broad troughing that is going to hang around the west coast without a whole lot of change for the next few days. This trough is primarily of continental origin, so it doesn't really have much moisture with it, and that's going to keep the good weather going into the middle of the upcoming week. Temperatures and humidity will stay in a similar range, with a few degrees of gradual warming in most spots, and winds will stay light, with some light offshore breezes likely in the mountains starting Monday, mainly just in the mornings. So again, very pleasant and uneventful weather through Wednesday. The forecast becomes much less certain beyond about Wednesday, and it's primarily tied to what is now officially Tropical Storm Priscilla over the eastern Pacific. Priscilla is going to become a strong hurricane and track northwestward in our general direction over the next several days. By later this week, possibly as early as Thursday, moisture from Priscilla may start to be drawn into the region as it wraps in between a ridge over the desert southwest and a trough over the Pacific northwest. Think of it as a current of airflow in between those two features, likely pointed somewhere around Southern California. Now, Priscilla itself will be weakening and likely dissipating over colder waters as this starts to happen, but the remnant moisture will still bring potential for showers and thunderstorms over Southern California, and we'll likely see the return of the sort of humid, tropical-type air that has visited us several times over the past few weeks. It's certainly unusual to be talking about an air mass like that heading towards the middle of October. But there is plenty of uncertainty in the forecasts. These are all different model forecasts for the potential track of Priscilla, and you can see there is a lot of spread in the potential outcomes. As a result, it's really too early to talk about potential rain amounts late this week. The most likely outcome is for light totals in most cases, but it could be highly location dependent and will definitely depend on the track of Priscilla, which again, as you can see from the model guidance here, remains pretty uncertain. In the meantime, steady drying trends will continue in the dead fuels over the next few days. Most classes of dead fuels remain and will still remain wetter than normal thanks to the recent cool and wet weather, but will at least trend back towards more seasonable territory. And this pattern should bring about some favorable burning conditions over the next several days. The potential for any significant wildfire activity will remain very low due to the recent moisture and the lack of any predicted significant fire weather. And while there is uncertainty, it is possible that the weather late this week could provide further beneficial moisture in a fall season that has already seen quite a bit of it early on. In the meantime, enjoy the nice weather. That's it for today's webcast. Thanks for joining us. The next one will be on Monday, October 6th.